welcome to AAUW Connection and Conversation. I'm Sharon Watson Hamilton. It was a snowy morning. I hope you're all safe and sound this day. It's actually March 8th that we're recording this. It's probably going to be later when you see it. AAUW, American Association of University Women, and we love having promotions of education and equality in young women and girls. We're not exclusive, though. It sounds like an exclusive club, but it's not. We have men members. We have now a 2-year degree, so you don't have to be a university graduate, but we do like you to have education in your background. One of the things that we are known for in this community of Auburn, California, is a Trivia Bee. And we started that about 12 years ago. So today we're going to talk about a little bit more about that. But before we get started, I want to introduce my guest today is Carol Hockmeister. And she is a AAUW past president and member. And Carol, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I wanted to add, today is International Women's Day.
Oh my goodness, March 8th. Okay, we've got to remember it. Thank you for that. I love dates and things like that. I do want to thank, before we get too far, I do want to thank Susan Rushton, who got us into this ACTV, which is Auburn Community Television. And I want to thank Phil, who runs the organization. We just want to be thankful that we have these things in our lives. And anyway, so we're going to talk about, the first thing we're going to talk about is Part 2 of the Trivia Bee. Susan Rushton and I talked about it last time, and we talked mostly about how the teams work. But Carol, tell me what your role is in the Trivia Bee.
So I am kind of a co-fundraiser partner with Pam Hart, and she's been on your show.
Yes, yes.
And we work really well together, and when she took over the fundraising part of Trivia Bee, I joined her. My part is mostly the logistics, getting the site, getting the banners set up, a lot of the things lined up that actually run the show.
Behind the scenes stuff.
The tables, decorations, all of that.
Yeah.
And the ABC permit.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's important.
Right. and getting certified, which is what you have to do now.
Right.
So we have that. We have we will have a bar with beer, wine, and margaritas this time. We have a wonderful caterer lined up. Penguins Catering, and then the decorations. We've got a videographer coming. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Videographer that's going to be doing a really nice job of the event, and it's going to be really exciting.
So let's go back to the basics of it. What's the theme this year?
The theme is Her Story. And it's, I don't know the questions. I'm not on that committee.
Me either.
That's a little.
Our disclaimer.
That's right. Yep. That is one part that is very hush-hush. And so Her Story, but I understand it's not just women's history, although that is the focus, because men were involved too. So
absolutely. And I think the name is so clever. It's not history, Her Story.
Her Story.
So I just think that's clever. I don't know. I think Colleen Conley kind of came up with that a couple of years ago. I don't know why I give her credit, but I do. Yeah. Because I just remember it being clever. Yeah. So when is it?
It's March 25th at 5:30, and it's on a Saturday. And it's at the First Congregational Church, off of Auburn Ravine Road. And if you want to, are you going for tickets or
yes,
location?
That's going to be a big focus today. Is how do we get? So let's back up. There's two parts to the Trivia Bee. If people aren't familiar, one part is our teams. Our teams have to pay us $100 a person for 3-man teams. So each team is $300. Mm-hmm. And that's one focus, and Susan Rushton is the big player on that. I'll say, although we all love getting teams, but that's one backbone of it. The other backbone of it is our guests and our crowd, if you will. So I will now turn it back to you and how they get tickets and what that means.
Okay, so we shoot for 200 guests. So 60 of those are team members.
Okay.
So the other 140 are the cheerleaders.
Yes.
They're the support of family, friends, the support to come and just root for their team. We have a few other interesting things for them to do, but it's a lot of fun. How the logistics set up is, should I go into that right now?
Yeah, sure.
The teams are all sitting in chairs in a group of 3 with a music stand for
scoring. Yeah.
And so they're kind of not on a stage, but they're in a section of the room that we've rented at the church. And they, and then the audience are at the tables where they've had dinner, and the desserts, and they can get drinks, and so they can move up and they sit and they can watch. They watch, so the teams are in a separate place.
And we make sure cell phones are off.
Right. Oh, they can't. The team can't even have them up there. Even have them in there. So. So for that logistics, so after the dinner and a few announcements, the teams will go change from their dinner place. They will go up and sit at their front place. Yeah, they're
cordoned off area.
So the team is there, teams of 3.
Good.
They're 3 people, and so they're kind of huddled with each other. So
the guests are going to have dinner.
They get dinner.
Their tickets are $50.
$50 in advance, $55 at the door.
But a nice dinner by Penguins. Do we know what the menu is?
Yes.
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay, there's tri-tip.
Okay.
And I think a roasted chicken. So you have a choice of one of those. There are 2 salads and there are 2 side dishes. So one is I think green beans and a rice.
Okay.
Something.
Sounds nice.
And some wonderful desserts.
Yay.
And drinks, coffee, tea, and water.
That's all. Okay.
But in addition, we have the wine, and beer, and margaritas.
And how much are those?
Those are $5.
Yeah. All 3?
All 3.
Okay.
$5.
Okay.
So, and the bar will be open
the whole time
throughout, and
because goodness knows we want to have drinking. No,
we want everyone to have fun and enjoy themselves.
I know we do.
The dinner tastes so much better with the wine.
And we have done this. Carol and I have done this a lot the last few years, and it really is a fun evening. And I don't know that we can do it justice just talking about it, because you get involved in an excitement. You're there to root on particular teams that you know. I don't know. It's just a fun evening. Now, in terms of, I think there's a raffle prize or something. What's going on there?
There are a lot. We didn't want that to be the focus, but raffle prizes, there probably might be 4 to 5.
4 to 5, okay.
And so we haven't gotten the logistics or the fine tune the raffle prizes yet. We'll see what they are.
Okay.
But there will be some raffle prizes.
So people can buy raffle tickets
tickets.
And then can they put them where they want to win a particular thing? Is that how you're thinking?
I'm not sure.
Not sure
Yet how that's going to. Originally, it was just going to be just a few. It wasn't going to be like 50 raffle things to choose from. So.
Trim that down a little bit.
Yeah, we did. So I think we've got about 5 or 6. And that's a possibility.
Right.
Putting them in the bags.
I always think that's a nice idea. You guys have worked so hard. I tend to be a detail person, so just in general. So maybe I'll come up with some clever idea.
Yeah, you're pretty good at those games.
We'll have to work
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is
We'll
fun.
put you on that committee.
I know, really. It is a fun evening. This is our major fundraiser for scholarships for young ladies and reentry women from Sierra College, and so we really do want it to be successful, and we will come back around to it. But there's another topic actually a couple other things I'd like to talk about, and that's our calendar coming up. March 25th, obviously, is the Trivia Bee. It's a Saturday. Then April 10th is our general meeting. It's 5:30 at the Beecher Room at the at Auburn Library. I always like to say science is our focus right now. It seems to be that trying to encourage young women to get into the STEM programs, and that is the backbone of anything. But the soul of anything is our arts and theaters and reading. So equal parts to make the whole community whole. So anyway, I digress, but I wanted to get that in for Phil because he's been so generous with our little TV show. Okay. What I want to talk about now too, recently we had what was called Speech Trek. It's a new program, and it's where we have young high school women give a talk, a 5-minute speech, and we had this a couple weeks ago at the library, and both Carol and I were judges, and this is our first year doing it, and Susan Roughgarden is one of our members who really got this going. But what a delight to hear these young women. And the subject this year was interesting, and I'm not so sure I would have raised my hand because it could be controversial. It was, how can communities, organizations, and citizens of all ages help protect and expand voting rights? So these high school young women had to talk on that, and they were all phenomenal. They were all different. They were all poised. And so we hope this grows into even bigger. The winner won $500. The second place was $300, and third place was $200 this year. And the first place winner goes on into the California State program and has an opportunity to even go on beyond that. Just a plug, the public was invited, and we ended up, it was a rainy day, a Sunday. Thank goodness it wasn't football season, or I wouldn't have been able to go. But it was a delightful time. These young women, our future is in good hands. They always make me feel good, and very, very well spoken. And anyway, anything else? You were a judge and helped. Anything else you can bring about that? Because it was really great.
It was. I think what helps these young women is the confidence to stand up and speak in front of strangers, a crowd, or things like that.
Yeah.
And their point of view. The examples and the point of view that they really, really researched.
Yeah.
Thought about it.
They
put
had
it together,
history on voting.
Gave us some, and even came up with some solutions and options for voting and voting rights. So it was
pretty cool.
Very encouraging.
So if you have high school girls, keep us in mind. We'll start promoting that next fall.
Right.
And then our other thing that we do, and we're just now wrapping that up, is our Tech Trek, which are the girls that are going from 7th to 8th grade, and they have to be, voted for by their teacher, nominated by their teacher. And then we try to send 6 to 8 girls to Davis campus. We used to go to Stanford, and then this program got so big, we were bumped into a closer college, a university. So, but that's really fun too. So we have a lot of things to raise money, and circling back to the Bee. So we'd love you all to come join us. There is another way. If you can't make the 25th and you're not on a team, we do readily take donations. And so we, like any organization, we're always asking for that, and very glad to accept it. I don't know, that
Our
sounded weird.
All right, and you can do that through our website.
Yes.
So our website is auburn-ca.aauw.net.
Yes, that's accurate.
Okay.
I'll say it one more time too for the cameras. auburn-ca.aauw.net, and that will. I understand. I'm old school. I write letters, but you do have to kind of maybe go through a couple layers, or look for Trivia Bee, or look for donations or tickets.
There are buttons,
Buttons.
what we call buttons, that you can click on, and whether you want a ticket, how many tickets,
Yep.
and then also the donations. It can be a straight donation, or you can buy a ticket and give it to a friend
to come. Yes,
come.
We'd love to fill the
That
room.
would be great.
Is there any phone numbers? What phone numbers did we give out?
We have Susan Rushton's. That she is Susan Rushton is putting together the teams.
Yeah, but she would also
teams.
answer you.
Right. She would. And
where else do they get tickets? Ropers, right?
Oh, Ropers. Both locations. There's one in the Bel Air Shopping Center and downtown on Lincoln Way.
That's accurate.
Right.
Yeah.
So those two places, Ropers has tickets. You can just go in, shop around downtown.
Yeah, there you go.
And walk in.
And kudos to Ropers. They have always been a place for us to sell our tickets. Right. And I don't know that we often thank them enough, but they have those two locations have sold for the last 12 years. Our
Rumor
tickets.
has it they were thinking of a team. So
wouldn't that be nice? That would be fun.
Yeah.
So, okay, just to wrap this up again, Trivia Bee, March 25th, Congregational Church up on the hill. That's where I know it from. 5:30, $50 for a ticket. You can go to either Ropers or our website. Please join us. But tomorrow, go ahead.
Okay. So one other thing that I wanted, Susan Rushton was talking about, that teams are hesitant because they think they have to say an answer.
That's right.
Like you do with Jeopardy.
Right.
But that's not how we work it. So as the three team members are sitting huddled together, they have this clipboard. They will have a clipboard with the number on. And so they hear the question. They will be able to read it on a monitor on the wall. They write their answer down, and an AAUW member, who is what we call a proctor, reaches over and highlights their answer, and that person will probably be doing that for about 3 or 4 teams. They stand in the middle of them, and the highlight is their final answer, and then that's what they can't change it once it's highlighted. Yeah, or they can't add to it once it's highlighted.
Yeah. So that's pretty controlled.
Right, it is, and you don't have to answer it, but you have to whisper to each other. Yes. Don't say it so loudly, because another team could hear you or play. So
yeah, it's really kind of interesting too, because we're kind of listening to the audience. Are they yelling out anything? But the trick to it is, I'm on a team this year with Susan Rushton and Susan Roughgarden, and we're all counting on Susan Roughgarden to know all the answers, because we don't. Anyway, it's kind of fun. It's all for fun and raising money and good food, and so do come out and join us. So
and one other highlight of this is some people will be dressing up as women in history.
That's right.
So, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun. Okay, so just to get us warmed up, I don't know how much time we have, but I'm going to ask Phil and Carol a couple trivia questions, and this will just give a flavor. A couple of these are from past years that we did trivia, and the first year was 2012, Flowers, Fauna, and Fools. So, okay, here we go, Carol and Phil. We're ready. Okay, we're going to highlight it. Okay, how much did the Forest Hill Bridge cost to build? Just
$70 gazillion.
70 gazillion.
Yeah.
Okay.
A few million.
You know, that was 50 years ago, probably,
Okay.
right?
Mm.
13 million.
Million.
I suspect it'd be billions today,
Oh,
but
okay.
13 million
Millions.
back then when they built it. Okay.
Oh.
Then from Wild Wild West from 2013. What CBS miniseries starred Robert Duvall and Tommy Lee Jones as two former Texas Rangers? I bet you both know.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
real popular back then. It was a whole series that went for a while.
Oh.
No guesses?
I'm trying to think of a TV series with Robert Duvall in it.
I know.
Or Disney Western, right?
Yeah,
any
Texas
Western,
Rangers. Yeah, they were from, yeah.
Rangers. The
Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome Dove.
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome Dove. Anyway, just for fun.
Okay.
Okay, Hello Hollywood from 2015. I bet they both get this one. Rose and Jack are the couple in which 1997 blockbuster movie? Rose and Jack.
1997.
1997.
Blockbuster.
Okay.
Oh, War of the Roses or
That's what I was going to say.
Jack Nicholson and
No, these are the characters' names, Rose and Jack.
Rose
They
and
were
Jack.
played, I can tell you who they were played by, Kate Winslet and Leo DiCaprio.
Titanic.
That's it. Ding, 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 ding,
Ding, ding,
yay!
ding, ding. I finally got one.
What was his answer?
Titanic.
Oh, Titanic.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That,
Well, I know.
okay.
Okay, Rock and Roll from 2017. I know. Which rock musician set his guitar on fire in the 1967 Monterey Pop Festival?
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix. Look at that. Oh my
The
gosh.
Who used to just bash there.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
He said it. Okay.
Okay, The Red, White, and Blue was 2018. What did Yankee Doodle call the feather that he stuck in his hat?
Dandy. Yankee Doodle Dandy.
You should have. It should be that. It's not. And I don't know. I have to go with these answers because this is what
Macaroni.
Macaroni. That's
We had to
exactly
sing
it.
We had to sing it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I did. I had to sing it in my head. to
Did
get
you?
there, yeah,
You guys
I
are
did.
cute. Okay, same year, Red, White, and Blue. In what American war did the phrase Uncle Sam first start being used?
World War I.
Well,
1812, War of 1812.
No kidding, really?
Yeah.
Before the Civil War.
I know.
All right.
Okay.
All right, then in 2019, we did Food and Grog. And here's a question, true or false? Vanilla is the most popular American ice cream flavor.
Yes,
True.
true.
True. Okay, they both
We
are
got
getting points on
Okay.
that one. All right,
Yay.
yay.
High five.
Let's see, what else have we got here? How are we doing on time? 5 minutes, great. We are doing great. Okay, I'm going to ask a couple March questions just to take it away from Trivia Bee, but it is trivia. What day is the Ides of March, and what is the background for it?
15th.
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 March.
And it is the eve of the assassination of Julius Caesar, I believe.
Julius Caesar is correct. It was considered a deadline for settling debts.
Oh.
Did not know that. I thought it was
Wow.
interesting. I know. Yeah. Can you believe the internet?
Interesting
I don't
how
know.
those marketing guys tied
Yeah.
into the assassination of Julius Caesar.
They could just do anything
You
they
were going
want.
to pay or we're going to kill you, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. This one I bet Carol will know. If you were born in March, what's your birth flower?
The what? The shamrock?
Periwinkle.
No!
Pizza.
You
Grass.
sillies. Daffodil. Daffodil.
Daffodil.
Because they come up in March. That makes sense a little bit, yeah.
Well, so do
Yeah.
tulips and
Well,
narcissus and
okay, so this is the way the bee runs. We laugh a lot. We have a lot of wrong guesses. Okay.
This is how the teens are going to be doing too.
That's right. Okay, the vernal equinox occurs around March 20th or 21st. What exactly is that?
Okay.
I mean, isn't it spring? I mean,
It's when you have 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of sun.
That's accurate. Yes, Carol wins.
Mhm.
This is when the
there's
sun.
that geology.
I know
Is
it.
that
Geography.
Yeah,
Yes, you got it.
Mhm.
This is when the sun is directly above the equator,
Mhm.
making the day and night equal in length.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
the autumnal is in September.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. And what's that mean? Is that the
Autumnal?
same thing?
Uh-huh.
They're the
They're-
same.
Yeah,
Okay.
autumnal equinox and a vernal equinox.
Okay. All right. That just
And
means
then you
where
have the longest and shortest,
shortest
day,
days.
June and December.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
Are you making these up?
No, I'm not making them up. In March of 1876, Alexander Graham Bell did what?
Set a low on a phone.
Said hello on the phone.
It was
Howdy.
howdy, partner. No, it was Mr. A. Did. He was the first voice on the
Mhm.
phone. Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you. That was the first words on the phone.
Okay.
I found this interesting, and I don't know why. The Eiffel Tower was ascended for the first time in March of, I don't have a year, a long time ago. And Eiffel himself led a group of government officials and members of the press to the top. Why is that significant?
Because it was the first use of an elevator.
Oh, he's so close. Not quite, though.
Not quite, but close.
It's very
Had
close.
to.
It's the elevators were not in operation yet.
Oh.
So the journey was made on foot and took over an hour.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was good. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, we're doing great here. These guys are awesome. Okay, I have no more questions.
Okay.
What do you think? Let's go over our Trivia Bee one more time, Carol. Tell them
Oh.
what they have to do and how we want them to come to our party.
Oh, okay. It's Saturday, March 25th at the First Congregational Church up at the top of the hill on Auburn Ravine Road. And you can go on our website, which is auburn-ca
I know we always have to look.
AAUW.net, and to order tickets, dinner tickets, or just a donation, if you please. And come at 5:30 p.m. and watch for our banners. We'll have one that'll be going across Lincoln High Street
Oh, that's right. I forgot to
on
mention. Yeah.
Monday. On
Monday, okay.
City of Auburn will have our banner up, so if you need to reference that, it's there.
Okay.
Tickets are $50, and it's open to the public, and we hope to see you all, and come and have a great time. Raffle tickets, people, a lot of fun, a lot of
You know,
good
and
food.
I think too we have to mention we haven't had the bee in 3 years because of COVID, and so I think we're a little nervous about the attendance. We want it
Right.
to be huge, and it probably, as things ramp up due to COVID, that make this your first stop.
Right, but I think people are really
Anxious to get
anxious
out.
to get out and do this again.
I think you're right about that.
So.
Yeah.
So we have faith in the community that
Yes, we do.
we're gonna pack the house.
Yes, there you
200
go.
people.
200 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yeah.
I want to do that. That's great.
Right.
So. Anyway, I appreciate all of you. Take good care of each other. More snow and rain on the way, so buckle
All
up
week.
all week. And come visit us on our website and YouTube and anywhere else you can find us. So we appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes.